It's Boomer Mafia here with a prepper video on the modifications that I made to my main panel to allow me to utilize my EcoFlow Delta Pro 3 solar generator pack to provide power to my home during a power outage. Very simple installation. You need this box here with a 30 amp inlet, and this inlet over here is going to go into my main panel using 10 gauge wire and going into this breaker over here. And this breaker is what's going to allow to bring that energy back into my entire bus bar to power the home circuits. To remain legal, you need to install this interlock kit, which is going to prevent this breaker being on when this breaker is on. And so basically it only allows one of the breakers to be on while the other one is off. I'm not going to show you how to install a breaker or how to install this box. There's plenty of videos on that. This is more about sharing how simple it is to do this stuff. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, then don't do it. But I'm fairly comfortable working with electricity. It's not that difficult to do. I would say probably about 3 hours, and then you're done. Right, so this is the most difficult part of the operation right here, and that's installing the bracket. For my kit, basically installs right here, just above this breaker on the left-hand side. And all you do is just install it where it belongs. Just follow the instructions in the kit. Mark where the 3 holes are going to go, and then use a small bit for the pilot hole, and then use the supply drill bit to drill to size. When you drill in metal, go slow, don't go fast. The faster you go, all you do is overhit the bit. It's not going to cut as well. And if you have a deburring toolkit, go ahead and use it. That will get rid of the burrs down behind it, so there's no sharp edges. You know, this is a pretty handy tool to have. If you're always drilling holes in metal, it will get rid of all those burrs for you. Otherwise, you can use a bigger bit and then just kind of try to remove the burrs from the other side. Once that part is done, it becomes a matter of installing the interlock kit. And for that, you basically come from behind and put a screw into this hole, put the bracket, and put one of the supplied nuts. This, a little hard to get to. Let's see if we can get this one right here. There we go. And left-handed. Take care of that one. And finally, we have another one right here. There we go. And let's see if we can put this one over here. Look at the tight, you can get the idea how this works, right? So, once these things are nice and tight, this is the interlock switch. So when it's in the up position, I can turn this breaker on, which is going to allow power to come in. And when it's down, then I can turn my main breaker, and this one cannot come on. That's how simple this device is. The final part of this project is to use this thermal printer from Amazon. It's like 20 bucks. That's going to allow me to create labels to replace all this handwriting over here. It's actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can show you an example of what the labels look like, but that's what it looks like. So it's going to give it a more professional appearance. So let's go ahead and install the panel back, print some labels, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Well, here's the result of installing the interlock mechanism. The breaker right here is blocked by the interlock mechanism here. This would need to go up, but right now it's being blocked by the main breaker, and that's what makes this system legal. Only one of these breakers can be on at the same time. The Amazon printer worked pretty good to create the new labels, so the panel looks a lot better. And I also made a set of instructions using the laser printer on a piece of wood. It's pretty nice, actually. I would say that if you know how to install an electrical outlet and a breaker in your main panel, you can do this job. It's really no different, right? This is basically an outlet, and this is your regular breaker, and all you need to do is just run the 10-3 wire, red to red, black to black, white to white, and ground to ground, and you're pretty much good to go. You know, the nice thing is that this has no energy to it because this is always in the off position. So there's really no danger of anyone messing with this thing and getting electrocuted. You know, actually this thing has a pilot light here, so if it's energized, you would see a green light over here. All right, well, that's pretty much it. Oh, one final thing. This whole thing is probably around $80 to install, get your panel ready. to survive a power outage. You know, my plan is, like I said, is to use one of those power packs, a battery power pack, to run the essential circuits, and then recharge it using a gas generator every 12 hours. Let's say, you know, you can run it for a couple of hours and recharge it. I think that's going to be a pretty good solution for those times where you may lose power for a few days. Definitely not going to be freezing or not being able to cook or keep the food from spoiling. All right, this is Balloon Mafia. Take care. Bye.